Welcome to the Mass Clay Podcast.
It's the Mod Podcast. We talk about mods and stuff.
What?
Mods.
Oh my god, you're fired, Matt. Why do we even hire you?
Right. You didn't have a choice.
Oh, true. Rip. Feels bad.
Alright.
Alright,
So,
important question.
we're all here for the first time in like a million years.
A year and 2 months.
For the first time in
There's some new faces
forever.
here.
Remember that movie? That was a good movie.
No, it was bad. We have
Fuck you.
Santa.
Alright, I'm leaving. We're done
Isn't it
here.
a Disney movie?
I'll kick him. Anyways, so what I'm trying to say though, we got two new.
Everyone needs to
here.
say their name.
Two new.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure me and
Are
Jen
we
were
just
here.
gonna talk over each other the whole time?
Yes.
Easy.
What is that laugh?
I actually have commentary about that laugh.
We should say our names though. So I'm Metrion.
No, you're
I'm
not.
Santa.
We'll go down the list in the call here.
Okay.
I can't see the list.
We're going in
Oh my
alphabetical order,
God.
which means you're last.
Oh, easy.
I'm Melanora. And Babynora's here too.
Boy.
This is like the most awkward thing in the world.
Perfect.
Where are we in? Did I miss saying my name?
I already
No.
said
Whatever.
Obi.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm Swords.
Obviously Swordsworth.
Yeah, you are. I'm TrueGent. Hello.
And
Okay,
I'm Santa.
I drink.
Easy.
Okay.
Alright.
And we are.
The FM mod.
The admin.
We are the Power Rangers.
We are arguably a little
With our
wrong.
powers
This
combined.
is already off to a great start.
This is amazing.
Okay, no,
I
hold
love
up.
Reason we haven't done this in a
I've
year.
been holding this question for like 10 minutes. TrueGent.
Oh,
You laugh,
stop.
a particular laugh when Metrion is here. How long have you two been dating?
yes.
You're not getting a wedding invitation. Okay.
Ooh,
Get
I thought Baby was
destroyed.
the flower girl.
that's a deep.
Baby
no,
is
Baby's
the
still
flower girl, but
invited.
you're just not invited.
Yeah.
Get destroyed.
Okay.
Baby's obviously the flower girl. God.
Does that make Goblin your ring bearer?
Yes.
Good.
Actually, no, that's the leader. Obviously.
Oh my.
Anyways,
All right. Well,
That's a rapport.
first off, I guess we should just talk about, any plans we have or what we're doing. The future.
No
I have a half
plans.
bottle of
We
wine.
don't know what we're doing.
We just wing it, boys.
We're like in a cave. We're just feeling along the side of the edge. Maybe there's an exit. Maybe there isn't.
Maybe there's a drop
No.
off.
I have an idea. So Lose Lose is coming up next in SFM, which you guys should get really excited for because I've been working with Moon on that for a long time, and
It's a pretty
really
good
great.
game.
It's a good game. See, Matt says it's good, and it's gonna have cool flavor and stuff. So get excited. And then of course there's a super secret project, VCFM.
Ooh, yes. I wanted to talk about that. That's gonna be pretty good. It's gonna be a big game, but it's
Did I just
Gonna
hear
go
about
fast.
VCFM?
Yeah.
We've worked a lot
That
on
game's
it
gonna be
in the
great.
past.
After 8 months.
Yeah, in the past, like, after 8 months.
It's
in
true. We
development.
started working on it in like May or March last year, didn't we?
Yeah.
Maybe done about a month's works on it,
That's true.
approximately in total.
How we finished
Oh
it?
my god!
We haven't finished
No,
it
because
yet.
we were like, oh yeah, I'm free. I'm free Sundays, says Swords, and then just none of us get on. And it's like, okay, we're fine.
It's been the hardest part trying to get us all on the same time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
the
it's
hardest
gonna be-
part. He says as we're all on at the same
Same
time.
yeah.
but see, for all on though,
Wait, what
then
is
it's the
VCFM?
podcast.
It's a secret project you'll get to see.
Yeah,
It's the secret project TM. Gonna be great.
I thought
It
I
is
was
actually
in the
really
secret group. I feel
I'm
very
pretty
left out.
sure if you did any research, you'd know what it is. Though.
It's also like a video game. But,
Sounds dumb. Just kidding.
You're dumb.
You'll
Get
just have to
destroyed.
see, considering I'm like conscripting like a lot of people to play who probably wouldn't join otherwise because I'm forcing them to.
What?
So yeah,
I don't think I wasn't informed of this.
Did you threaten them
Yeah.
with a mod kill?
I just threatened them with the. I can't even speak of it on here. Like the CIA would be all over me.
Anyway.
No, they wouldn't. Don't lie
Yeah,
to
they
me.
would.
Other upcoming
Yeah,
games.
I would know.
Is Dual Mafia gonna happen again?
Probably.
I'd be
I
excited.
mean, I always like Dual Mafia, so.
The
there's
last Dual
definitely
the
Mafia
answer is-
played, Gent and I were
The
Mafia
ans-
together, I think. And didn't we win?
I wasn't in that game.
Oh yeah, Mel, we won.
You
I
also
was never
lost.
swords. No. I vaguely remember winning after dying like day 2.
Yeah, because you
Pretty
got
sure.
by Gossy Knight too, I think.
Yeah,
Pretty
Gossy
sure
found
you
me.
lost.
How do you guys remember games? Because I remember like
My signature.
nothing.
That's it.
After a certain point, I just forget.
People will be like SFM 15, and I only remember this one because people always bring it up. And I'm like, is that the one with the diaper bag? Yes, no,
I
the
have to
diaper
look
bag.
shit up all the time.
I
I'm like,
don't
what
remember.
was that game?
I don't
I
remember
just
games
remember
by name
games.
anymore, just by like what happened.
I remember games by name. Easy.
Unless you say it's like a
In
flavor
life.
game, which I'll know because like that's easily tied
my
to it. But, like I don't really like if you're just like SFM 26, I'll be like I have no idea which one that is. It's just an example.
That
That was BlazBlue.
isn't that the current one?
Oh,
At
no,
7 I was Dual Mafia,
yeah, it
right?
was.
None.
Exactly.
7
Yeah,
I was
7
Dual
I
Mafia,
was.
right?
Yeah, 7.
But if
Yes.
I won
Yeah.
that game, bitch.
Oh, congrats! You are the winner.
here's the cookie.
I need to update that.
I wasn't in that game, so I get destroyed.
Anyway, other games. When are we gonna do another All-Star game?
Never.
Kappa.
Because Art did it like back before I had babies, so like that was ages ago, literally.
Yeah. All Stars never been
You
good.
couldn't be in it.
Okay, the last
At this
All-Star was
point.
actually kind of like it had some potential and goodness, but like
And then
I don't-
kill happened.
I don't really care for it.
Essentially. Yeah, Met's definitely not just salty.
There's
Okay.
also Hydra.
Do you have
Weren't we
a
gonna have
what?
another Hydra game?
What do you mean salty about that? Do you not
I like
remember what
Hydras.
happened?
actually
No, I
remember trying, like, a
don't.
tri-
I'm not
Oh my
Hydra with you
God.
again. Ever.
Okay,
Fucking double kill. Are you
I
kidding me?
had
That was hilarious.
That
That
was
was
the worst.
actually so. I was so mad when that happened because
We
you were
were
gonna
there.
kill our freaking shitters. It was gonna be great.
We were there to fucking be like Jesus saving y'all. And fucking Marshall.
Yeah, I'm fucking tilted.
You got roasted by a Marshal.
Well, Rash
They
already saved me,
protected
so we gotta do
scum.
this shit. We gotta do it.
Oh my god,
But they helped sound though.
dumb. Actually, the
What
dumbest.
an
thing
amazing role. Who
so
came up with
dumb.
that?
Can we please delete double and go back
Definitely
to
not
like
that net thing.
Survivor and lynching them day one? I'm okay with that.
Why, but
That's it. Next NFM is gonna have a Survivor in it and day one lynch. I'm calling it.
No.
I thought you said Survivor that dies night one. For a second.
Either night one, day one, whatever. They're the same thing.
guys. I had
Yeah.
an idea. Instead of a Hydra, we have like a Tridra game. So it's like 10 slots, and every slot is 3 people.
Oh, Obi, we should get Rick to come back
Swords.
and do it.
What you do is you actually have like a small, like 7-player game, or like
5-player
8-player game, or 9-player game, and then every slot has that number of Hydras in it. So one person is just by themselves. The second person is 2, 3, 4, 5, and then all the way to 9.
That would be
that's a
okay.
bad idea. That would
It
require
would be
what?
hilarious. It would require a lot of people.
There's like a
You couldn't do it for
mathematical-
20.
What was the last one that I listed? Oh, Grand Forum Mafia. That has my vote. The last one we did was the one with Vale, and I was Firebrand, and everybody wanted to lynch me for it.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No, that was SFM.
Are you talking about SFM 7?
Oh.
Which was the
I thought it was
best.
a grand one.
SFM 7 was a lot of fun,
Edwards
but
crappy
TFM
claim
is like
that
a
he was-
player-based shredding.
Okay.
game.
Okay, the only thing I remember about SFM7 is me just finding out FM for the first time, looking at the game, opening the roles in use spoiler, seeing yes there will be roles, and just being confused out of my mind. Like, what is this fresh hell?
Okay, the best way to describe that game
That's the
is
best
that
joke.
apparently Firebrand wasn't available, even though Metrion was a host, and Metrion made that role.
Yeah.
Also, everyone
Easy.
claimed that he was like stabbed or like bitten or something, and like it was completely bullshit. Like,
Oh,
slept
he was
peacefully.
stabbed by the glass killer.
He was stabbed by a glass killer and revived by a necromancer.
No,
How
it
much
was a
violence is
passing
out of that
necromancer,
because
too.
A passing necromancer.
Like, the
What a
necromancer was just
champion.
happened to be strolling by
Why
and said, oh, hey,
have we not made this
dead
roll?
guy.
that's-
Somebody please get on making this roll.
Oh, I already
So
did that.
good.
It's already a grand idea.
I already
I'll
made
bet
a
that-
Glass Killer and Necromancer for use in another game that got canned.
So
But I made it
bad.
an arc, and we were like, dude, this is a good idea.
Feels bad.
Oh my god. Show's pretty good.
I mean, alright.
Yeah. Get destroyed. Because everyone's gonna go quiet, I guess.
Yeah,
Feels
so we
bad.
have to keep talking to each other like this
Let's talk
Yeah,
about
just
the-
like
the-
so until someone starts talking.
Hey,
about
I have
a
an
real
idea.
topic.
Why don't we talk about like the host system and the new system?
Yay!
Alright.
It's great.
That's a topic.
They're great.
Or new
It's
system.
great when
Lots.
hosts aren't shit.
Yeah.
Can I just say that?
Yeah.
It's great because I don't actually have to read the game. It's great. I didn't say that.
Oh yeah, Matt, you weren't here when I proposed something.
Oh, what?
That gent takes all the newbies
Oh my
hosts
god.
Yes, I like that idea.
for standard games.
Just end my life.
And like once they pass like standard games, they have to move down a hierarchy. So like SFM is second to last, and you have to like have most of one of each type of game until you get most of
So bad. It would take forever.
It sounds great to me. I mean,
I would like that if there was like an intermediate step there.
It would be like
I
standard
like
to
this idea a
DFM
lot.
to TFM to SFM to N.
Can you hear me eating my pot noodle?
What?
Your what noodle?
My pot noodle. It's great.
That's not a real
we
thing.
should have a newbie
It
host
is?
mafia.
Newbie. It sounds like we're asking for trouble.
Because
No.
we need
That
another
already
category.
No, it's all experienced players in the game, but it's a newbie host. Easy.
What a good idea.
So let's get yelled at
Yeah, obviously.
24/7.
Why?
Oh, let's talk about TFM 41 and how that will never be a thing ever again.
I am a
Jesus.
god.
Let's
I
let's
am Jesus.
No,
I am
First of all,
God.
you didn't even. walk
I
over the water.
am the best
You,
FM
you could
player.
have said, "I am King
Great
Arthur."
design.
That would have made sense. But you
I am
didn't.
God. Just casually David's too scum, too easy.
You didn't
good
even
kid.
get both mafia members, so you're
Oh yeah,
bad.
what's the point? Except
Yeah.
the mafia
You didn't
couldn't
even
win.
get the
at that
rampage. What's the point?
point. Oh
Why
my
do you
god,
even
what's
play-
the point?
Why do you even play Excalibur, man?
Okay, so part of the problem with like
No
TFM
space.
41 is that it's like a U pick, but even worse because there's no influence at all.
It's
Yeah.
like a U pick, except even more shit. Like,
Yeah,
It's like
No
a
one
day
knows
pick,
what's going
but
on.
even worse.
Here's the thing about the Pace Mafia games is that even with me, Obi, Metrion, and Gent working on the roles that one game, like it was still like we were sitting there like, wait a minute, how would things work out? Like it's so difficult to make it.
I was in the game. How can I be working on the role?
What's your cheater? Expose.
just have Chara the
I
Fall
obviously-
instead.
Yeah.
That's how I was confirmed as town day one, obviously.
Indeed.
I just worked on the roles. Clearly.
Anyway, something else to talk about is something that I'm going to say in a few seconds. It's a very interesting subject that
Yeah.
I will think of at the very end of the
Right.
sentence that keeps on running on.
We need to talk about hosting changes.
Hosting
We need
changes.
to talk about what now?
But how we have hosts now. I mean, on a
We do
serious
have
note.
hosts.
We
We
also
do, in
have to
fact,
discuss
have hosts.
eventually, but
On a serious note, well, I think it's been working out so far.
Yeah.
I agree. I feel less burned out. Like, I want to make. Well, then again, I wasn't really here, but at the same time, like, when I was doing like 3 or 4 NFMs, like back to back to back, I didn't want to make roll lists. And now, like, I'm sitting here like, yo, I got flavor for that idea. I need to do that game. And I actually want to do it. So I can't imagine how burned out y'all were. Just doing
It's
games
pretty
back to
bad
back.
at
Yeah.
a certain point. I got to do a bunch of SFMs though in a row. That was pretty sweet.
You did so many SFMs in a row. How long does it take you to type that on your phone?
A long time.
Like, I'm
A
arguably
very,
joking, but I'm also being serious.
very long time. So on my commute to school, it's an hour and a half both ways. So that's mainly when I do most of my writing. Sometime just at night I'll get a good idea randomly and I'll start writing it down. The worst is roll cards though, because
Roll
it's like
cards are hell.
I don't want to write this because I already know it, so it's just completely like
You have to
It's
make it
just
so
a
other
chore.
people can understand.
yeah, and I have to make it so other people can understand it. But I mean, at the same time, when you're writing roll cards, sometimes you're like, actually, this makes no sense now that I write it down, or this needs to be like buffed or nerfed. That happens quite a few times.
Easy.
I mean, I feel like if you make a game and you write all the rules and abilities down and you never change anything once, I feel like that's a bad game. It's not bad.
It's probably a
Because
bad game.
nobody like has that much insight. Like things will.
There's
always
no
be
way
changed.
you write things down for the first time and everything like works perfectly.
Yeah, there's
There's no
never.
way.
I've never had a game where something appears like that.
Oh yeah, if you're making a game and you write something down and it sounds good and you like don't change it, you should change it because then CFM12 happens. And you don't want that.
Which one was CFM12?
Easy.
You gotta go big or go home.
CFM12 was alternate futures.
Yeah, I remember reading that and thinking, I'm glad I didn't join that.
Exactly. So you gotta think through what you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I was just looking at my signature trying to figure out if I was in that game. I have not.
You have to say what's the worst case scenario and what's the best case scenario, and then you gotta say what's actually gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time you're like, oh man, this would be a really cool interaction, but everyone just misses it because it's like this niche little thing, and that you somehow balanced around that happening, and then they don't do it. Like how freaking what one was that? Disgaea? Dark Assembly?
Oh yeah.
And that one,
Yes.
I counted on a roll existing past day one,
And it didn't.
and it was the first roll lynched. Or yeah,
No,
Well, it's
what,
just
are you
like
talking
werewolf.
about Hip or are you talking about that newbie guy?
I was talking about the newbie guy who's Axel.
Oh my god, that was so
I was
dumb.
counting on him living past the first day.
He has the
He had
beam.
so many mechanics,
And then
attached
he
to
didn't.
him. And then he didn't.
And then he decided to like claim his shit. I'm just
Yeah.
like, okay.
That was so dumb. I was wondering what was happening there. Like, come on, why is he claiming? This is actually stupid.
I love how, because you knew the flavor for that game, and you were like, oh man, this is a big thing. He's Axel.
He was gonna be
He's
really important.
Axel.
He's actually, it's gotta be really important. And then he's
Yeah.
like,
You
village
He
idiot
got
was
child.
sound misguided. like,
So
in hindsight,
dumb.
in hindsight, it makes a lot of sense. But at the time, it sounded really plausible in my head for him to be like a neutral killing.
feels bad. Yeah,
To
because
make
like
Axel the head of a cult.
he actually was gonna both help and hinder Mafia, and then he had his own. He was gonna convert people to Axels. It was gonna be great.
Why?
Yeah, because
It doesn't even do anything.
Have the A virus.
Yeah,
Turns everyone into
Oh
like
my
an army of
God.
idiots. It's really good.
so good. But yeah, that's one big example of ways things can go wrong. That's some game making advice for all of you aspiring game makers.
What? Don't be shit.
Yeah, just about.
Don't be a TrueGent. No one
Oof.
likes a TrueGent.
Rude. Easy report. What the fuck?
Oh, it looks like I got a report from TrueGent here.
Question. When
Gonna
we
have
report
to
each
decline
other-
that one.
When we report
What?
Metrion, who reviews it? I feel like we need somebody to review reportings on moderators.
Who
Third
reports
pile.
on?
Easy.
Yeah.
We need an unbiased opinion.
Shapeshifter.
He wouldn't read the report until
That's
maybe
true.
later.
Yeah.
3 weeks later. Oh, I've got a new message.
Easy.
Speaking of that,
3
Santa, did
weeks
you
after
get
that.
your mod chat yet?
Yep, he literally gave it to me like 5 minutes after I PM'd him. So
You're blessed.
pretty amazing.
You're blessed.
He has.
It's a year.
Alright, Santa has the mod bias, boys.
Okay,
It's the admin
I waited.
bias.
I waited like a week and a half.
Stronger.
Me and Mel waited like 3 weeks. It was awful.
We
I kept
really did.
asking
I was
him, he
using
like,
Break
yeah,
Topic.
but I'm playing Rainbow Six Siege with Arcus.
Yeah, they're both in the call there. And you're just like, can you do this? No response.
I think they
Actually,
don't.
so chill him.
Or about the time when I was like, it'd be great if we could CC and BCC to more than 5 people. And then he's like, okay, I did it. And then he didn't do it.
And then he
That was-
probably thinks he did it, but he
Yeah,
didn't.
I'm pretty sure
actually
he
do it.
thought he did it. And then I said, nah, it doesn't work. And then he says, well, in the thing it says it's done. And I was like, okay, but it doesn't work. And then he
It
just didn't
doesn't
respond to
work.
me.
Easy.
It was-
He probably didn't believe you.
I don't believe you. Why would I lie?
Because you're bad.
Oh, you got me.
You're so
I just wanted to waste his time, obviously. Anyway, that's what dealing with third pile is like sometimes. You just have to
So only sometimes.
Wait.
Though.
sit on your hand.
No, if you do like all the work for him, he's like all smiles. It's like when I got us to
Yeah.
episode X super
But you still had to remind him.
Episode X superscript.
that was a good one.
Oh my god.
Just wait for the next episode superscript, am I right?
Yeah, he was
Oh
like,
my
okay,
God.
I'll give you the superscripts like soon. 3 months later. Okay, I'll give it to you soon. I said, okay, what do I need to do? He said, okay, give me like the list of all the winners and their profile user IDs. So I did. And he's like, there you go. You have them now.
Speaking of which,
Couldn't you have done this like
Yeah.
8
Isn't
years
there
ago?
an episode game that's happened?
It's happening
What?
right now.
yes.
Yeah.
Stalker's gonna win, calling it right now.
Kappa.
I'm support the bomber. I just feel enough.
Me too, to be honest with you. I'm gonna support for the double only win. No Kappa.
It can happen.
No,
Actually,
we
it can't.
can't.
It literally
No, you cannot win as a double.
I feel like
It's on the wrong card.
if you're double and you're the only one left alive, and you've somehow done this, then I think you
We'll
just
give you a
deserve
win
the win.
anyway.
Yeah,
You just deserve, like, we should just give you the win at that point.
yeah, I'd do it. Because you just literally screwed every other faction out of a win
Yeah, easy.
by doing nothing.
It's like a
have
solo
no-
survivor win, but stupider because you don't have night immunity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Speaking of episode, what about roles that we could see being in an episode in the future?
I don't think Hustler should be an episode.
What roles are even in the episodes?
Just like the
Like,
only ones that changed was like double and
Isn't it
Capo.
like double and Capo?
Yeah.
We need some
I think
better
those-
NEs.
But we
Yeah,
do need some
we
better
do.
endings. Like
So
I was
People need
just
to get on
discussing with someone today.
So Klepto when?
Klepto, my boy.
Okay, but when are we adding Clark?
No.
Any used to be a viable claim, and now, like, the only real option is Witch. Bomber is not really.
I am the witch. Please don't lynch me.
What?
Is that you?
I was discussing that with someone today about how they used to claim NE, and you know what? I claimed fucking Executioner in a game, and I lasted 3 more days, and I was the freaking stalker. So I mean, NE is a viable claim, and we don't have
No,
any.
it's not.
Except it's not.
Didn't you still lose? How is it a viable claim?
I made it like
Didn't you
3
not
more
stop the
days
jailer
after
who
being
claimed it?
confirmed by the
you
sheriff
lost.
and lynching the
Melo,
confirmed sheriff.
Didn't you not
but
stop the
you
claim jailer
lost.
day one?
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
What?
No, okay, so Hans claims jailer day 1 in CFM 10, right? And then
Yeah.
Mel like doesn't stalk them for some reason.
He just never did.
I don't
It was
know.
really funny.
I thought that he would. Look, I knew he would be easy to control, and I
So,
made it
what you're
like
telling
day
me-
5. I made it to day 5 because he was like, "No, I trust Mel. Mel isn't scum.
Yeah,
I
but
trust
okay,
Mel."
Mel. Yeah, but
And
Mel,
he was
you
the leader.
lost.
No, the
So
only reason
Mel-
why Mel got lynched is
lost.
because
I don't give a
no,
shit.
so Kirsy replaces in, right? And he's like, okay, so Mel's stalker. And then he
Wait, what?
Get roasted.
okay, so no, what happened is that Kirsy
Did,
replaced out a
did
Mexican
he
and
replace
replaced in
into
a
the
Viking.
config for that?
No, he was a citizen.
Look,
Oh, what?
And he read like the last page and he's like, okay, so Mel's stalker. And then he got pulled out of the game because he replaced out a Mets game. And everyone's like, whoa, Kirzy's scum. And then they lynched Mello.
So they thought Carise
So-
was the config, but he's not.
Yeah, he was a citizen.
So basically,
That's so good.
Mel got debated really hard
look.
Yeah.
by both the
Look.
jailer and that citizen.
That game and the Dual Mafia game were like back to back, and I got fucking called out in Dual Mafia like day 2, and I knew that the fucking sheriff visited me, and it's goddamn Gossy. Like, how do you prepare for that
Yeah,
fucker?
sure.
And you know
I
what? I
loved
got Gossy
whenever-
lynched too. What now?
What?
Bad.
You didn't get Gossy lynched, what fate?
No, Ice got lynched instead. Somebody else got lynched. I made it to like day 4, and I got caught like day 2.
You got Vig Knight too, actually.
Yeah, he got avenged by cakes, I think.
Yeah, you got Vig by Cakes.
I need to like write these games down and take notes. Arguably,
Oh, yeah,
I
anyway,
should
as we
play
were
a
saying
little
about
better,
mutual
but
evils and episodes,
Hmm?
weren't we talking about more mutual evils?
Oh
and
yeah,
episodes?
Warlock.
Yeah, we
It
were.
needs like one change, and then I think it's perfect. Just needs one change.
What shit? You can't just say, "Oh yeah, it needs one change," and then you don't know what the change.
It just needs the change is like
The change.
with it's
let me
Is it
write
gonna
those
be
easy
like
today
it
on the
applies and how
To
long
make
it
it
applies
so
for
pe-
and how long
so-
the immunity is. It just those numbers need to change.
So people like don't just get lynched day 2 as Warlock because they're bad.
We should have a
Well, they're just
transport
bad.
role.
Also,
that
because
is-
Warlock is a viable claim for like if you actually want to say "Don't lynch me," lol, I'm the Warlock keck. Because then they're like, okay, well you're not going to do
lynch
anything.
you anyway.
But then you're just like, I was actually the Warlock and I was immune. Get roasted.
All right, bye, Santa.
And then they're just like, wow, this guy's legendary.
Rick Santa.
Anyways,
I don't know.
No.
I think actually adding
North
Warlock would be
Pole.
healthier than adding Kleptomaniac.
Adding Warlock would be great.
Probably.
there should be a
I just-
transport.
the
Hear me
only
out.
thing that needs to be changed is just like because if he kills, I think if he gets the lynch correct, what happens is he doesn't get as much time with the immunity that's relevant as you would with
Yeah,
the knight,
that's true.
which is
Yeah.
the one thing I'm wanting. And then I think he just needs some testing, and then he's
Hi,
good.
Santa.
Welcome back, Santa. All right,
Yeah.
look,
What's
transporter role where you have to transport like somebody into their own action, or I don't know. But like transporter is often considered to not be a town role, particularly on the Reddit forums for TOS.
That's
But, I
because
mean, there
they're
are different
bad, though.
Look,
Like that's
can
literally
simply-
because no one in TOS claims transported, which is why they then made it not give a notification.
I was in a
because
game
they're
one
bad.
time that had fucking 3 transporters, so
See, they also do that, which is stupid. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we don't like to random anything, so I mean, we don't do that because why would we?
Having more than one
Why?
Raven in a game that's not like
why don't we have an any all slot? We need to have an any all slot.
Clear your
No.
throat there.
You hear the cough shut up.
What? We need to have like. Well, the problem with any is they all need to be witch win cons now, basically. Right?
Yeah.
So it's not like so weird with the
Which
rolling.
one con jailer? Here we go, boys.
But
Easy.
it's hilarious. But like NB, we need more interesting designs there, and then just to put them in more games so they're a viable claim. I think
Yeah.
that'd be great. Could you imagine?
Each of the knives that are gameplay mechanics as opposed to roll.
Yeah. Could you imagine if double was just like you activated your ability, then like whoever dies that night, you become their role instead
I would
of
be
you
fine
killing
with that.
someone?
And then they become double, so they lose.
Easy. No, so like the mafia kills, you clean their kill, and then you become the role the mafia killed or something. The only problem with that is it's way too town-sided.
And there's more than one kill per
Well,
night.
it's arguably also Disguiser. Or, not,
That could be something that appears in an SFM sometime.
This is true. I like that, actually.
Potential SFM makers take note.
Because they're like, is that a janitor or is that a double? We do not know.
And then they're
And
just
then
going to
like-
assume it's a janitor. Because
And then
they're
someone
dumb.
doesn't get clean the next night, then they're like, oh, it's double. Easy.
What if
Oh,
the roll double, what they did was whoever performed the night kill / whoever was the town roll, they can replace one of the two. They're
I
given
still
just
feel
the
like
name.
that's so town-sided, though. That's the problem. Also, you add that weird intermediate phase,
Yeah, I do agree. I don't like that.
which is the problem.
Yeah.
What if you made double not have their vote counted towards majority until they pick the role to become?
Then everyone does
That's
the stupid
weird.
lol vote keck
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
strat.
It's also pretty stupid.
well, no, just have it still
You
show
have
up
it.
on.
But I don't want to do that.
It's kind of dumb.
Everyone go to hammer. You're suspected double. Please hammer.
Please hammer. That's actually the dumbest thing.
I don't know.
Double
It's like, why would you add that though when they already can't win and they're already heavily incentivized to switch sooner rather than later?
Yeah.
They're pretty incentivized, which is why I did add the you can't shoot night one thing, because I
Yeah.
realized that's just saying one player can't play the game.
Okay, just
Like you're dead now. Goodbye.
Yeah, you didn't even have a chance, man.
It feels bad.
Wouldn't feel like if I was a serial killer, that'd be pretty sweet if that happened to me, though. Like,
Because then you could get carried. Easy.
yeah, you literally any NK that dies just gets carried. It's so
Easy.
good.
When you're so bad, you're good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's how some games actually go. It's pretty funny.
like Arsonist, Kipo.
Oh,
Happen.
Other than that, though, Outcast is good. I like Outcast.
Which
It's
one's
pretty
Outcast?
interesting.
Remind me.
It's
It's
that
like
one
a
in that game that
neutral
kind of-
role blocker, and then it like switches to
Oh, the
losing
role blocker
side.
one. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I know what you're on about now. Like
Isn't
if
that
there's
like
one
the-
mafia, it becomes the meme, and then if there's
Yeah.
like town,
Yeah.
if town is at parity, it becomes the other meme, and then
Yeah,
I like that a lot more.
I like it.
I want to test it more. It's a viable claim for Consort, though. Because you can be like, this is why I was blocking like town rolls, because I wanted to, because I thought like Mafia
Right.
was going to lose. So I wanted to, draw the
Outcast.
game out. Yeah.
Rip Outcast in a freaking Jacko's game. It hammers the shade day one, then runs into the veteran night one.
Free
So the
shade.
shade just
so
wins. Yeah.
It's the easiest shade win of their career.
It's so good.
It's so dumb.
It is really dumb. That's just like
It's pretty
dumb
funny.
turn of events. It just happens sometimes.
What if we made a
Yeah.
jester type roll that needs to be killed? Like, killed
No.
at night instead of Lynch?
No.
It's
No,
dumb.
I think.
Then
no
why does it
jester
hates
roles.
on town so much?
Full
I mean, not-
kills
I mean,
isn't
Scott.
No, it means they would have to be super pro town. in order to get fucking killed by Mafia.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. It hates scum so much. That's what I meant. Because it's like wasting their kill, wasting their claim space. It's in place of a witch that would have helped them a lot. And it has to act pro-town during the day. Ouch, scum.
Arguably better than fucking...
Then what? Than
Better
Jester,
than
yeah.
Stalker.
Better than... Wow, you cleared... you cleared that gap.
Look, when I'm fucking taking sleep, I make a fucking run for it.
You know how bad original Stalker was?
It was funny. Didn't it only able to stalk during the night?
Only during the night, and it didn't have any of the bonuses at all.
Easy.
It killed through immunity. That was like it.
Nice.
If it got Roblox, it got Roblox.
Nice. That's so bad.
It's really bad. It's still in the mod forum somewhere. Oh,
has anyone posted in the podcast thread?
No.
Yeah.
People have, actually. It's only Cow and Lava, though. Feels bad.
Yeah. You said people,
Lava
man.
wants us to talk about Lava X TrueGent.
Talk about how I revolutionized the meta by porting hypo-claiming as scum as a means to extract info from townies who don't know better. Hypo-claiming is hilarious, and I'm sad that people are realizing it's bad, because it's hilarious to see people fuck it up. It's great. It's so bad for standard games, but it's hilarious to see people.
What was that one where they like...
Everybody hypo-claimed except for the fucking TI. Like, really?
That was so good.
Like, really?
What was the time where a townie fake claimed, but it went against their hypo claim, so then they got lynched? When was that?
What? That was VFM... What's the one before this one? VFM 7? Yeah.
That's just unfortunate.
I'll pick claim tracker as town. Because they were a citizen. And I'm like, you believe shit tracked crazy, but you said you tracked shit to nowhere? And I'm just like, rip that guy.
It's a lot to manage.
It was pretty funny in hindsight.
Lexum sucks at FM.
Funny.
This was a paid advertisement.
What? Rip that guy.
He's also not a meme yet, but FM memes are really good.
Who is a meme at this
Memes
point?
are good.
Talk spiciness.
Me and TFM41.
No.
Got him.
Stop trying to make it happen. It's not gonna happen.
Excuse me? It's already happened. I'm just Jesus in that game now. It's like, get
You
good.
didn't even walk on water.
Yeah, I did.
No, you
Like, I walked on water and I was like, oh, scum got dunked, rip.
Vader wants to talk
This is
about
getting
the
my
future
life.
for FM, since you have new mods since the last podcast.
Didn't you skip over the one that says talk about labor extrusion?
I'm just gonna ignore that.
Excuse me? Why?
Already agreed that we ship TrueGent and Metrion.
Easy.
My heart
Yeah,
cannot
but
handle a third party.
Why?
Wi-Fi
I don't do
wars.
OT3. I don't. No. I'm not on fucking.
Threes? What are
What?
you?
Bad, man.
Is
A
one
DeviantArt user?
OT3s. Seems good.
Hey,
Shaking my
Shut
head.
Anyway, what we're talking about?
The future of
We're
FM,
going to
since
talk
we have new
about-
FM mods.
Everything is Chrome.
The future of FM. Or we're gonna
Babynora.
get like some painted walls. We're gonna have like a room in the back for Babynora. It's gonna be great.
We're gonna get a lounge, right? It's gonna be
We're
modern.
gonna
I
have
don't even know
bounty
where I'm
castle.
going with this.
Okay, no, Leva has a question. Possibility of turbo game.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't know. Turbos don't seem to be going very well on this site.
Okay.
No.
The first one was great. The second one like didn't happen because no one like came online. I don't know. They're
Didn't
great.
Biggie do one? And then went inactive?
I don't know.
Huh?
Turbos are a lot of fun, but I don't think they work really
No,
well with this.
There was one that I
Don't.
tried to do at one point, and then everyone like forgot it was happening
Even
because they're all
Ark
bad. Oh,
feels bad. What I do kind of want to do in the future, though, I want to make meme FM, where all the roll cards are just different. Like there's no quote or anything. The format of roll cards will be a meme.
I like it.
wow.
I don't like
So
Because think about it, like you have a picture, so you have top text and you have bottom text, and the bottom text is like all your abilities and attributes, and it just goes off the picture.
no, there's gonna be
What?
one. There's gonna be one, and you know that one where it gets progressively worse drawing, but it's longer and longer.
Oh
my
That one's gonna be
God.
one confirmed. You can meta that.
You can meta that.
It's gonna be a bunch of stuff like that.
I would play in that game.
I wouldn't.
I
Sounds
vote for a game.
And that's going to be a tribute to Arcturus. It'll be great. We'd have tribute games. We need to have
We
one
did a
for
tribute
Rock.
game for Metrion. What would
What?
the tribute game for Rock be? It should obviously be like a standard. No, it should be a vanilla. The rules are Rock.
No, it's just 20 stalkers. It's just 20 stalkers. Or we just run as
That's
person
just
up
a
again.
good game.
We could do Persona.
He did a Persona game, though.
We
Hey,
could
Matt,
do
remember when we
one.
saw that?
That game was great.
That game
except for
was
the part with
legendary.
Tom Throw.
That game was hilarious.
How did we win that game after what I did?
No, it was okay. It was a good game up until the part where Scum threw. Like the
Why didn't
Mafia just like
Scum use their
completely
20
threw the
answers?
game.
Yeah, they had like 30 answers to this parody
No,
cop,
if they
and they
just
didn't use any of them.
half a second on, they're like, wait a minute, guys, we can just win the game tonight. But they decided not to. I get it.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy, am I right?
I set them up so
Your voice is getting more and more JPEG. I mean, less and less. Sorry.
less
There
and
you
less JPEGs.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's more.
Need some more JPEG.
But yeah,
Do I look
we
like I know what a JPEG is?
No.
I don't. Oh, right.
Wow.
Harsh truth. Oh, Moonbird posted probably.
We have a question for Moonbird, which is who would be the best?
Enjoyable.
Who would be the best babysitter for Babynora?
That's not what she said. I'm pretty sure.
Probably
So-
not.
And the
TrueGent.
answer is obviously me, by the way. So I don't know why this is even a question.
Actually, they didn't put a question mark at the end of it, so it's just a statement.
Oh, true. Easy. So wait, hold on, Mel. Is it on about in general? Or like, what's the limitations here?
On the forums.
On the forums? That's a good question, actually. I feel like I'm the only one seriously pondering this. Feels bad, man.
Not
I mean,
third
arguably.
kick. Come back.
Third Power would forget that they were babies.
Maybe like
Rip Swords, we miss you already.
I trust Short with Milty, so that's like
I mean,
That's like
Alzheimer's
basically babysitting.
is really good with deleters, so I mean,
Baby would come back with some strange
Strange thoughts.
squawk.
I have a question for Santa from someone. How much wood would a Santa chuck if a Santa chuck could chuck Santa?
Yes.
20.
A lot.
Yeah, they
Lot?
Many.
many.
Okay then. Much.
So that means it's a
And last question. In general, favorite game played in or read in 2016?
2016.
Played in?
Played in or read?
CFM 16.
Disgaea.
Too long
CFM
ago, I
16.
don't remember.
So let me look at my signature real quick.
CFM 16 was great because I got to carry and everyone countered me and it was great.
You hit creeps.
Yeah.
Uh,
That was me in that game.
I mean, I thought
okay.
FFM 15 was fun, but SFM 20. SFM 20 was really fun because Moon and I were Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and
I
like
got to David's shit day one. And they flipped scum like that. That automatically makes it a good game. That's all I'm saying.
That game was great because we had fucking like 3 different mafia mayors or something like that, and then there was me that was like mafia janitor, but I was actually Mr. Hyde, and me and Moon are fucking sitting there at the very end of the game, like, did we really just win this? It was excellent.
I just David's the vengeful freaking goon. Feels bad, man.
The worst.
Yeah. Like I just
like,
soul
I did
red
it, but
shit. I soul red shit and then got roasted. Feels exceptionally awful.
Exceptionally awful. Anyways, Moon's actual question.
I'm
They're just asking, you know,
chat,
what? Okay, comment.
No.
Just one. In our opinion, what reoccurring qualities make games enjoyable on our site? Like between
people
like, players,
not going
game
AFK.
design. Yes.
I think it's really fun. The memes. The memes make it great.
People posting once more than once every 35.9 hours is fantastic. I think
games need to be like after a certain amount of time, games get so stagnant, and I think that's one thing to look out for. Like if you have a large game, towards the end, everyone's gonna feel like it's dragging on.
Well, it also just feels
and you
exhausting.
need to manage that. Well, yeah.
I did 7R. I was exhausted by the time we got to the end of the game. Like I was tired.
Well, that's the thing. And like, it's only worse with a bigger. Like, if you have a bigger game but no extra kills, or like it's gonna go with the same pace. So it's gonna go like instead of day 10, it goes to day 15. People are gonna be really tired of it, and it's gonna go very slow, and people aren't gonna be active. You need to watch out for that because that makes games not enjoyable. But what you really want, I guess, is just, you know, good mechanics.
I always like the bastard games because you don't know what to. Not necessarily because it's bastard, but because you don't know what to expect. And so, like, even though it's day 4, like day 4 doesn't mean like, oh, we're just cleaning up the scum, or oh, like, you know, we're just killing off the last couple towns. Like, you still don't know what to expect because anything can freaking happen. I feel like we should add some sort of mechanics to games where like something can happen each day, but that feels very VLDR.
I think like the most important thing is that like the players just don't like the players actually post.
I think that's
like
important.
Half the time people just don't post, and it just doesn't. It makes the game so boring.
Like what's important is like your players actually like the game.
Yeah.
Like, and that goes back to good mechanics and what defines a good mechanic. Like, what do you think, TrueGent? What would you say is like defines a good mechanic?
I don't think like it's even mechanics because like
I think it's totally mechanics.
Then you have standard games as well.
I mean, you do, but I mean, standard games are like they still have mechanics. Like rules are still there, and people get rules.
I guess
a lot of people complain about the bad mechanic.
What is?
Like I've frequently seen that people complain the most about a games beyond like obviously you always blame the host / moderator. That's totally why you lose. But because of bad mechanics, that's like what people complain about. Now I don't think it used to be like that. I feel like it used to be like, you know, even if a game had bad mechanics, like it was still fun and you could laugh about it. But I think more and more because people are having to submit games with good mechanics, we don't have shitters like Metrion, you know, doing whatever.
Oh, easy.
Like, I feel like mechanics is the one thing you get salty about after a game because you're like, oh, that was dumb. Mask of, you know, this alternate timeline. Yeah, is bullshit. Or like Mafia was way too strong. Or like, what was I supposed to do with this rule? Like, you always get those for the most part.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes it's like, no, you're wrong. Like this obviously had a purpose. Or this was balanced. But sometimes you don't. Like sometimes it's like, oh yeah, that was actually a little bad. because I mean, it's uncharted territory a lot of the time, so you can't, as a host, know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Or like you see it a different way than your player does. That's the worst part. When you're a
Like-
host and you see something this way and your players don't take to it at all, so it turns out to be really weak and you expected it to be really strong.
No matter
Or
how
like-
much you plan, things will
the
always go
opposite.
sideways. Like,
Yeah.
I just did the Arsonist Mafia, and, like, I totally had this figured out. We did the math, like, it was going to be good to go, and then, like, 2 of them die, like, 5 minutes into the game. And
Yeah.
it's like, fuck.
But yeah.
If
to,
they
like,
had made
wrap
it one
around,
day, it
though?
would be fine. But they didn't.
But to like wrap around, I think a big difference is like when someone gets their roll card and gets super psyched to be a roll, rather than they get like a
lot of
roll
people
and they're
think
like,
that's
oh
it.
man, like it makes a huge difference as how like how much fun they're gonna have, how much they're gonna post, and how much they're
It's
like
how you walk
investing
into
into
the
this game.
situation always.
Yeah.
Like, I get really
And that's
excited
where
about
good
them a lot.
mechanics come in. Because like you have to keep them enthused. You can't be like you can't make them say, "Oh, this is bullshit," or "Why should I try?" or like even like, "Oh, we got this in the bag no matter what because X is broken." Like even that, like
Okay, idea for
you have
Mafia.
to make sure.
How about you start the game and all you have is your alignment?
What?
Idea for a game. Each day
So
you get to
SFM 60.
In here.
No, beyond that. So you start the game or whatever, and you just know your alignment.
So-
And there's a...
So SFM 16.
We're working forward. You start the game with just your alignment. You have nothing else.
Yeah.
On the next
I'm
day,
joking
you
with
get
you.
some sort of basic ability. Like something
Uh-huh.
very generic, like a one-time use type of thing. And it just keeps going
Sure.
forward. That way, each day you're excited because then it gets bigger and broader and crazier.
What if you're a citizen?
No,
Just
there
get
would be no...
roasted.
There would be like one-time use bulletproof vest, and then like one-time use tracker ability. Like it wouldn't be.
Did you just spoil the game?
Oh my god! Everything would be like one-time.
just fucking fun.
A game that builds, so you're more excited each day because then by like day 6 you're handed a bomb and you're like, oh shit, boys! Like,
But that's just like that's a lot of tough like decisions
a-
balance wise though. Like who makes it that
it would
far?
obviously be Bastard. Jeez.
You can't just say it's bastard lol no balance. Bastard games still have to be.
Rip, boys, I lost the power. I'm not even kidding. Rip. Video editing is limited.
You can just upload them and someone else can do it. Wouldn't be hard.
Where was I?
Where were you? You were talking about Blaze Blue.
Yeah, you were talking about people being
You should
excited
tell
about their
me.
roll cards and stuff.
That was a long time ago.
I don't remember.
That was a while ago.
No, you definitely said stuff after that.
Yeah, we were just... Yeah.
What was the last thing you remember me saying?
But wait a minute, let me listen to the recording.
Okay.
Oh, this is to play. Oh my god. I want to die.
Well, too late, bitch.
Reported.
Fuck. Well, how is it too late? Well, am I immortal now? You can just upload them and someone else can do it. Wouldn't be hard. Oh, okay. I'm not going to enjoy.
You have nothing else.
Yeah.
On the next
I'm
day,
joking.
A lot of tough.
Okay, so we were discussing my shitty game idea.
What one?
Oh,
Yeah, the one that was bad.
So many.
the Arsonist one?
Anyways, the basic idea is that we need to find ways to keep people interested in the very end game. And, I don't know.
Oh, I was saying how bastard doesn't mean
There you
not
go.
balanced. And then how, with bastard mechanics, it actually opens up a whole new way to balance because you have like hidden text and you have like
Does
some
this
funny
mean
stuff
mod
like
bias?
no,
I feel
but
like
like
this
in
means mod bias. Like if somebody you don't like is about to win, you can be like, hidden ability.
no, you can't.
Mod bias confirmed.
That's not bastard game. That's called being a bad moderator. Like you have to have everything still planned out. You can have it planned out. There's a funny game you can do where you can actually plan it, so no matter what, it's a draw, which is really funny. And you can have Judas and Solace and stuff. That one's really good. But you can also
Hi,
Santa. It's really
So
dumb.
we've lost
See you,
Sword,
Sam.
we've lost Santa, and Obi's still eating.
We lost Obi. Feels bad, man.
And so like in BlazBlue 2, there was this role and it could choose 3 people and one of them would be killed. And it thought the one being killed was random. So it was a 33% chance. And in reality, the 3 targets were then shipped to a scum roll and the scum got to choose which one would die. So to them, it was RNG and it would always obviously be the worst RNG possible for them. If scum has anything to say for it.
Yeah, I mean, I like
But like it was balanced around, them having a shot, but it was more like
expected that Mafia would have another game.
them weeding out at least one scumbag per night. But instead, Sircakes just didn't shoot at all with his infinite shot vigilante
That
shot.
was funny.
Actually, it was originally an infinite shot, but then I was like, that's way too good. I'll just make it 3, and he never used any of them.
Never even
Except
used
for
it.
like one time. He used it like once.
If Mel is a helicopter mom and Obi is a potted plant, what objects are the other mods?
TrueGent's a teabag.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm a teabag, boys. Feels good.
Is Metrion
Swordsworth is a sword. It's worth a lot.
What? He's a golden sword.
Yeah.
Is Santa
Good.
good tournament?
Santa's just
For
like
presents.
a Christmas tree.
Oh, it's a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Feels bad.
Nah, feels pretty good, I am.
I don't know. He gets
Alright.
chopped down.
Yeah, but then
Not a
he
way to
like
live.
gets put up. He just puts up in like a warm
His
home.
corpse
Feels
gets
pretty good.
his corpse gets put on like display there. And
Right.
they hang stuff off of him, and they put presents
Oh my
underneath
God.
them, and then they chuck him out
His
onto like the
corpse.
garden. Yeah,
What?
I don't think that's good at all, man.
What? Oh my God.
It's a sad
Well,
life.
what are you then?
I am.
You're just
I
like
am everything, and I am nothing.
I just imagine
I
you
can
as
be
like
both,
a
but
pair
I'm
of
just-
sunglasses for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know.
Because I'm so chill, obviously.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Mod abuse or mod bias?
Both.
You can't have both. That's illegal. It's greedy.
That's why it's mod abuse and bias. You're
Oh
applying
my
both
God.
of them to have both.
If you're gonna break the
Oh my God.
Easy. Yeah, if you want to go big.
So I just realized that we could be streaming right now to a channel and other people could be
No.
listening.
No. What are we, Twitch?
No. What? Wait, Twitch.
We'd have to make some alt accounts then.
Oh. Easy. Except not.
Yeah, okay, Mr. Truchara.
Excuse me? Do you want to go? You
I want to
can't
see
prove
Yeah.
that.
you on each other right now. And then you two can make out. I will awkwardly leave the
is-
chat and then close out the stream. Close out the podcast.
No.
Obviously.
Reported.
That's clearly what's happening.
What is there left to discuss? Do we have any more questions? I feel like I ran out. Boys.
What? Hi.
Well, this has led to a climactic ending.
Do.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba. This was the Mod something podcast.
Couldn't we just call it the ModCast?
ModCast, save some time.
There we go, the ModCast. God,
The
ModCast. I'm pretty sure that's
Oh my
copyrighted.
God.
We have
I'm
to wait
pretty
another
sure that's
70
actually
years.
illegal.
Yeah. Oh, but they'll never get us because we all live in different countries.
Oh,
You
easy.
can call it the fuck the ModCast.
Oh,
Except, oh yeah, we do all
Can't.
live in different countries. Easy.
do we actually? Swords and Obi, though.
Yeah, rip those guys.
We have to fire one now.
Oh,
Damn.
what?
Why do we have to
That's the
fire one
rule.
of them?
For diversity.
They both do the thing.
Yeah.
They both live in America, as do I.
Oh, looks like Mel's gotta go too.
Well, I'm
I like Mel.
US.
She can
Obi's
sing.
Western US.
Okay, well then there goes Swords and Obi then.
Yeah, easy.
Just start a revolution and like change.
The South will rise again.
Have a new country. Just start a civil war and form your independence. Then you can still be.
Babynora for president. All right then, sounds good.
She could be a president one day.
She can do whatever the fuck she wants. Mommy is the biggest supporter. Well, we've diverted to talking about my child, so I think this podcast might
She
be
can't be me. Although she probably wants to.
So this
Seems good.
Yeah.
Are we still recording?
Yeah.
we're gonna end it.
So that's gonna be on there. No, we're not. We're going 24 hours. Yeah.
I require sleep. Like
Let's be honest,
opposed to
TrueGent.
popular belief, I do in fact need to sleep. At
That's
some
just
point.
because you don't have your computer, so you can't play Dota.
It was at this current
Yeah,
point that
obviously.
Melanora
You can't subsist off the
wrong,
salt.
everyone.
So I need to sleep instead.
When are you gonna get
No,
it?
You know that you know that meme, the salt powered robot.
Oh my god.
That's you. Except it's like new feature also works off tea.
When are you gonna get a computer?
Hmm?
When
We're,
are you
we're gonna try and fix it tomorrow.
Are we starting
I'm
the
gonna
Buy
help-
TrueGent
I'm gonna-
Computer Fund?
I'm
Yes.
gonna help my
Go
stepdad like
find
take it
out
apart.
his turn.
I'm just gonna help my stepdad like tomorrow, like take it apart and like do some stuff with it.
Remember
You
to put it back
heard it here
together.
first, boys.
Yeah.
Wait, do you mean tomorrow is in tomorrow? Or
I mean
as in
tomorrow because
today?
it hasn't gone past midnight yet.
Oh,
We've still got 6 minutes.
Shit.
you still got 6 minutes.
I'm not even lying. It's
So like,
23:54.
as soon as like 7 minutes pass, are you gonna be like, "Hey, let's get on this"?
No,
Yeah.
mostly because he's not actually here right now. He's down the pub. So
Feels bad, man.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say that this is
Dude,
over.
Are you gonna take your brother to the pub someday?
I feel so British saying that, down the pub.
Down the
Jesus.
pub, down yonder the pub. You people
Yeah.
say yonder, right?
You'll wonder what we talk about in Mod Chat. This is it.